Good morning to you. I'm Jim with Sunrise Farm. I thought in today's video, we would take a little journey on what our day looks like for a 4-hour farmer's market here in our local community. I live in a small community. It's a small farmer's market. But I thought I would take you along to see just how, the day unfolds, what goes into the day's prep, and just the overall setup aspects of where our local farmers market is, and how we have to juggle things like weather, for instance. Or for me, for example, I've actually been down a week, actually almost 10 days, with a bad case of vertigo, and so I haven't been able to do hardly anything in the garden. And you can quite imagine even further behind I've gotten in weed eating and doing different various things, harvesting I was able to do okay, thank goodness for my lovely wife. But at any rate, so today, right this very second, it is 5:30 Saturday morning. Our local farmers market is from 9 to 1. We generally get there by 7. We only live 5 miles from it, so it's not that difficult. But a lot goes into it, just even in a small market. And these are things we're doing this year as our first farmers market to try to figure out our setups, how much produce we do or don't have, which we've come to quite the understanding that we don't have the proper amounts of produce. Some of that's been crop failure. I've already highlighted my zucchini and squash stories in some of my other videos. But so at 5:30 this morning, you can clearly see it's dark behind me. I'm sitting in my shop. I'm loading my truck. It is 99% humidity, 75 degrees. Not astronomically terrible, but it's not necessarily comfortable either. I already feel all sticky and kind of sweaty. But I thought I'd just, like I said, give you some videos along the day. Of course, I got to pack my truck. Then we'll pack my wife's car full of produce. This is something my wife and I love and enjoy to do together. I got to do a little bit of harvesting this morning here in another 30 minutes or so when the sun's up and I can see better in the garden what I'm doing. But again, here we go. Enjoying a cup of coffee. Haven't even fully got ready yet. I got to go put my contacts in and change clothes, but you don't need better clothes to load a truck. So hope you enjoy. So as you can see, I've already got 3 tables. I've got a little stainless steel rack where we put some stuff behind us on, just like boxes or the bags we use. I have made a scale stand. I have a hanging scale. The tote behind it is like where we keep tablecloths and some other things we sell, some of my woodwork. And so we're just loading. We're just getting it, all things together. Now, I actually had it backed up into my shop overnight because it stormed yesterday afternoon and overnight, and it's supposed to rain again today. And then I'm not so much worried about most of that stuff getting wet, but however, that tote getting wet would stink, because if it gets wet inside with those tablecloths and all, that's no bueno. So here's a thought we added last weekend. Our farmers market doesn't really have, it has a couple of food trucks that generally are there, but it doesn't really normally have a wide array of sodas or even bottled water to offer. So my wife and I, seeing this through the first 5-6 weeks of this market and coming up into these hot June, July, August months of ours, decided to try something to see if it was a worthwhile investment. We think it's going to be. So we've got this rolling cooler here, this drink cooler with these 2 lids that lift up, but quite frankly, we take it off at the market because we feel this is an 80 quart cooler, and as you can see, it's on wheels, and we can fill this thing with half water and then half variations of sodas, fill it with ice. Happens to be a ice machine, commercial ice machine between my house and the farmer's market, which makes it convenient. I get 3 20-pound bags for $5, so I can't beat that. We're actually thinking already that we might need 2 of these, one just for water and one just for sodas. And my wife also includes a like a kid's juice box, so we have a kid's drink, if you will. Let me know in the comments on that what you think about this idea. Have you ever tried it in your market? Does your market allow it? Because that's one thing you will have to check, is whether your market allows you to do something or not. But if you come up with innovative ideas that you think would be worthwhile in your area, definitely you might want to pursue them. Now, simply because this is a brand new cooler and I don't want to beat it up too much in my truck, as you can see, I'm putting down an old blanket. These coolers are very light, so it's not hard to maneuver around. I just find it better to put it on something. I'm also still selling a few plants, some okra plants, which are a prime time to plant now, a succession planting of Marglo tomatoes, and somebody asked me about some peanut plants, so I started a few more of them. All right, back at you here. We are just arriving at our farmer's market. It is about 6:45 now, and so we're going to start getting set up. Like I said, our market doesn't actually start till 9, although some people generally show up early anyway. So here goes the unpacking and setup process. Well, all right, folks, here we are. We've got everything now set up. That only took a hot minute. So let's move in a little closer and see what we got. So here we got our drink cooler and drinks already set on ice. The drinks laid out so people know what we got. Got lettuce, tomatoes, some plants in the back that I still sell some plants. Right now we can plant okra, peanuts, another round of tomatoes. I got some beets, cucumbers. Then we're doing some grab and go bags with cucumbers and peppers. And then we got some jalapenos and cherry tomatoes. My niece is selling some cookies and eggs. And then my wife and her sister even do tumblers, coffee mugs, earrings. The woodwork is mine, the crosses I made. So this is kind of how we set up our farmer's market. We'll see how the day rolls on. Prepared and ready. So it is now 11 o'clock. Over there is where we are set up. You can see our little community farmers market. It's mostly under a pavilion, especially the farms. There's typically 3 farms here on a given Saturday. One that's been here for over 20 years since the farmers market began. We have a couple of food trucks. We have a lady that sells plants and flowers all the time, some hobby work, some various things. It's connected. Our farmers market is part of our local community museum, so it's connected to it. And you can see that this is JC Farm, a bigger farm in Walterboro. They farm tons of acres of property. And then here's ours. You're fine, go right ahead. And we just had about a 30 to 45 minute splurge where we just basically got sold most of what we came with. So that's a good Saturday. So this is where we're at 11 o'clock. 2 more hours to go. Well, that's going to wrap up this day's events for our farmers market. We spent 4 hours. It's currently 1 o'clock and we're getting ready to clean up and get out of here. It's always a process to set up and break down. We pretty much sold out of our tomatoes. We sold out of everything we had in our grab and go bags, our cucumbers, our peppers, our lettuce, our beets. It's been a good day. And we sold many other things too. So in a very small market where we only have a couple hundred people on a given Saturday that come through here as customers, we're always very pleased. So this has been a good day. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, we look forward to seeing you again real soon. You are a great blessing to us. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless you and have an amazing day in the Lord.